Yo guys, here we go again, timeless time. And we are going for something degenerate today. I've been playing a bunch of fair decks, trying to, flashback my removal with Snapcaster, play my Death right into Tarmogoyf, all those fair decks. And we're playing a format with everything legal. I faced a couple times already against NO decks, Natural Order, fetching up Worldspine Warm. Also, Sneak Attack was in there. Some of my opponents played that. There's Dark Ritual legal, of course. I, interestingly enough, haven't faced a single Dark Ritual deck yet. You can play Dark Ritual and put like a Gix on turn 1 into play, or a Phyrexian Arena, or a Liliana of the Veil. But I don't know if that's that powerful, actually. But yeah, Dark Ritual, of course, used in other decks in Legacy as a combo tool to go off and make a bunch of mana and then kill the opponent with Storm. Haven't really found a deck yet. I mean, I'm not the combo player myself, so I'm not the one who comes up with these crazy ideas. But of course, there's like Dark Ritual, there's Underworld Breach. I don't know, maybe there's some stuff that can really go funky. I'm sure there is, and someone's gonna find it. What I was able to, come up with is a pretty known quantity. It's Arclight Phoenix, and I already played a couple test games, and I can say I have not played an Arclight Phoenix this powered up ever in my life. I've played Arclight Phoenix in Modern, I've played it in Historic, I've played it in Standard actually, made a GP top 8 back in Lille, those memories. I played it in Pioneer even. I played it in all formats, and now I can also play it in Explorer because we finally do have a Treasure Cruise. Explorer Phoenix is finally complete, but now we're gonna play Timeless Phoenix, which is the 5th different format I'm gonna play Phoenix in. And yeah, I mean, Legacy is the direct comparison to Timeless, right? And in Legacy, the Phoenix never really got hold. It wasn't good enough, I guess. So with that knowledge, it makes you skeptical. Is this actually going to be good enough in this format, which is arguably a little bit more powerful than Legacy? But yeah, we'll see. We'll try it out. From the testing games, as I said, it can do some pretty degenerate stuff. You fill your graveyard up incredibly quickly with this deck. I mean, you have Dragon Rage Chandler that with all your spells, just put it all in the bin, put it all in the bin. I went for Swiftspear as my secondary creature threat. You could play Thing in the Eyes, you could play Ledger Shredder. I opted for the Swiftspear because I treat this deck, or I feel like this deck is supposed to be just this burst of damage that you deal your opponent. Like, put 2 Phoenixes into play, have a Swiftspear early on that prowesses up to a 4/5, and then just hit your opponent a couple times, like in 2 swings, kill them, sort of that style, and just throw these Phoenixes at them and kill them. That's sort of the idea. There's no counter spells in this deck, not trying to, prevent the opponent much, just 8 clean removal spells, and then flying in the air and dealing some early damage with Swiftspear. Could see that this is worse than Ledger Shredder, but also efficiency is king, really. We are dawdling around a lot with these cantrips, so we're spending mana on those. So it's nice to have a, 1 mana card, of course, instead of a 2 mana card that can be a world of difference. Yeah, so that's the deck list. I mean, we're playing 4 and 4 on Consider and Brainstorm. Those 2 are the best ones. Then we have Sleight of Hand in number 3. You could play Opt. It's an instant, but I kind of like that Sleight of Hand is technically speaking the better spell than Opt because it looks at 2 and not just at like 1 and then another one. It also goes around Bowmaster, so that is notable. And yeah, Bowmaster is a pain in the ass for this deck, of course. We have 8 removal, so we're hoping when they have the Bowmaster in response to some of our spells, you got to be very careful, of course. Play around it, that you have that removal at the ready to get rid of the Bowmaster when they try to, get you when you're casting a Cruise or what have you, or a Looting or a Brainstorm. It's pretty rough when they have Bowmaster surviving against you, for sure. But I'm going to show you a nice sideboard card in a second. We're playing, oops, I guess we're not playing Jegantha anymore because I just removed that. Oopsie. Yeah, we're playing Jegantha because it's kind of free. I have not returned it yet. So, I don't know. Maybe you can get, like, maybe you don't need it. I mean, I just don't know which like, there's no real downside so far to it. And if I don't see a real downside, I'm gonna keep it. It's a 15th sideboard card. It's gonna come up in some grindy games where we return it. Also nice against Graveyard Hate to just randomly have a 5/5 that, you know, when you're already casting your Phoenix and hitting them for 4 mana as a free 2 flyer, it's nice to have a 5/5, right? Yeah, Lightning Bolt, Lightning Axe, all the lightning in the world, no Unholy Heats. This deck has only 8 ways to loot, so I think Lightning Axe is just the best, and the downside of Lightning Axe of having to discard a spell is very much mitigated when you're playing a 1 mana draw free in your deck. The mana base is pretty simple. We don't have Scalding Tarn, which does hurt a little bit, because Scalding Tarn means we cannot really fetch a mountain when we want to, and then we will always take more damage. And you could play something like Bloodstained Mire or Wooded Foothills in this deck. But then again, you also want to fetch Island because you do have Blood Moon in your sideboard. This is the deck able to play Blood Moon, and Blood Moon is a very powerful card in this super greedy format where everybody's just playing the most greedy mana bases. So the more you play like Wooded Foothills and Bloodstained Mire, the less you can fetch Island in those post-board Blood Moon games. Yeah, it's rough playing without Scalding Tarn. This is certainly a deck where you feel it. Yeah, taking some more damage from your lands, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll have to make do. Alright, sideboard. We have 3 Spell Pierce, you know, just interaction against some spells, of course. Dual Shot is the card I found that efficiently answers the stupid Bowmaster. Right, we want to get rid of it. Finally, boom, 1 mana, kill him both, get him out of here. Also kills, you know, Ragavan, kills Deathrite, not Deathrite Shaman. Nope, does not kill that one. But it also does kill ERC when it's just 1 toughness. Maybe I'm going a little too deep with that sideboard option. Maybe you should just play Unholy Heat and, you know, like, let him have that 1/1, you know. Don't kill both, because technically speaking, you don't care much about the 1/1. But you know what, I just, for the heck of it. It's a sweet option, right? And cleanly answers the stupid Orc. Sure, Stern Scolding does it too, but Stern Scolding is not a proactive spell, and or I mean, it's somewhat proactive too in a way, but like, Dual Shot does its trick as well. Anyways, Ledger Shredder in the sideboard and Young Pyromancer. Young Pyromancer, a bit unfortunate that it has that precious 2 toughness. Sorry, doesn't have that precious 2 toughness, because being a 2/1 sucks. Could see that just be, I don't know, Thing in the Eyes, Sahili, some other type of threat. Crackling Drake is a bit expensive for this format, I think. But yeah, Letter Shredder is sort of kind of nice against Graveyard Hate. It just grows in itself, gets rid of like Treasure Cruises and stuff. Definitely a nice card in the Phoenix deck, obviously. 3 Abrades in the sideboard. Thinking about how to anti the hate. You know, if your opponent puts in Leyline of the Void on turn 0, you're done. That's just how it goes. But like, I haven't seen many Leyline of the Voids, and I don't think people are incentivized to play Leyline of the Void because there is no dedicated graveyard deck yet. And yeah, so many people play like Tormod Script, Lantern, Unlicensed Tours, those type of things. And those you can deal with Abrade. So Abrade it is, and Abrade, of course, also kind of nice against, you know, just being a kill spell. Your opponent has that Orcish Bowmaster or whatever it is, you just kill it and move on. And last but not least, the Blood Moon I already mentioned, which might get some people. I mean, yeah, this is a deck that can play Blood Moon, so why not punish some people and try to get them with the good old Moon. Alright guys, let's try out Is It Phoenix? Alrighty, yeah, I mean, 1 mana hand, 1 mana hand, I say, yeah, I mean, it is a 1 mana hand, yeah, 1 land hand. You don't say 1 mana. So we're playing as a Yorion Polluted Delta deck. Interesting. I haven't played against a Yorion deck yet, but I already have one in the pipeline. I can tell you that much. There's one coming up. Like, it's gonna need a discard and Polluted Delta. That could be anything. Yeah, I'm just gonna do my thing. Okay, Deathrite Shaman turn 1 here. Yeah. I figured. Gonna be met by a Lightning Bolt. Don't want to let that live. Definitely not happening on my watch. Okay, alright. Well, time to play Swifty, I guess, and just play a Sleight of Hand. I could also double Swifty, actually. That's probably... I only have one red, that's a single red, so that's probably gonna be used for the Swiftspear next turn. Treasure, cruise, or land. I think at this point I just take the blue land. It's just what I need. I mean, you have 4 crews in the deck, you're going through your deck so swiftly, you're gonna find card advantage. Expressive Iteration is also pretty good. Okay, some 5-color control deck perhaps. Okay, this is the turn where we could try to go off and find Phoenixes, or we could just play another Swiftspear and get in there. I feel like I just like going with the safe route. And just doing that for now. Should I consider or should I brainstorm first? If I brainstorm first, then I can consider and put a card away that I don't like, but I'm gonna draw. I'm not gonna look deeper. I guess I want to look deeper. I'm not super sure about that. Let's see. Interesting choice. Huh. I think that one is gonna stay on top. I'm just gonna throw cards away now. Not a I should have attacked first, I guess. What do they have here? STP? What's the plowshares? Yeah. Oh, I'm good at this, huh? I guess that the Deathrite Shaman is hitting the board. And I'm also guessing correctly. That they have STP. Alright, it's just some sort of 4-color monstrosity. I like it. I like it. And our hand is something else right now.
Okay, that was an easy one.
Yeah.
Now I'm on the draw.
I'm gonna loot.
How greedy I can get with those expensive cards.
Opponent's probably playing Oko, Uro, Omnath maybe even. Alright. I think I'm gonna keep a cruise. Graveyard is filling up with this deck rather quickly, I can tell you that much. Just gonna fetch, just leave the looting in the grave, and then treasure cruise. Right. Or should I use less cards from my graveyard because I have a second one? Maybe. Maybe. Alright, fine. Kind of talk myself into that. Although, what is going on here? Did they have like a memory lapse? I hope not. So far I've been guessing pretty good. I hope they don't have it, because memory lapse is pretty nasty against Delph spells. Yeah, it is a memory lapse. I kid you not. I just have to read on my opponent, no? It's not? Just the STP? Okay, I don't have to read. I don't have the complete read, and I'm happy about that, to be honest with you. I'm happy. They didn't have the memory lapse. Opponent's chilling. Okay. But they're already at 12. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, I guess I'll take the bolt to my hand. I cannot bolt them right now, so that's not an option. I want to look deeper with the consider before I cast the looting. I think I'm putting that away. 7 in the bin. Oh, another consider.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I could also cruise. But then I would lose these two lootings. But I would dig deeper, get some phoenixes back.
Hopefully they don't get to the.
No, I kind of like that. Who cares about the lootings? I have another looting. This game is not gonna revolve around like flashback and lootings too much, I would think. Alright, no phoenixes. We have seen half the deck and we've only seen one phoenix.
Well, they're not gonna be happy to see 2 bowmasters.
Maybe a channel, I guess. Maybe a land. No, just a land. Yeah, it will not attack because it doesn't do anything.
They have two things.
So Yorian can flicker the ring and reset it. Yeah, for me it's just about churning through, like just throwing Phoenix at their face at this point. Oh, time warp. Yeah, okay. Oh, they hit a red source, so now they can play Omnath and gain 4. Yeah. Time warp. Mm-hmm. Damn it. Maybe I should have kept up the lightning axe for this scenario. They're crushing me. I was just a little too slow this game. I mean, to be fair, that could just be the case with this deck, that it's just too slow. And you know, like people like that can just do their thing, go over the top a little bit here and there. I mean, if you're playing a bunch of Time Warps and One Ring and Omna, yeah, I mean, the greed is with you, that's for sure. I mean, that's just not a playable deck in this format, I believe. Like, you're playing too many expensive cards that are just gonna clog up your opening hand and suck. Like, this is obviously super fun what my opponent is doing. Like, enjoy yourself and it's fun and all that, and you're crushing right now, but more often than not, I think this is just too expensive. Too expensive. I'll let him go off a little bit, but am I dead here? Is just gonna get another time walk. Hit me for 4. I don't know. I can already feel that this video might be one of those where you're like, I'm just gonna get killed. I'm just gonna get totally toasted by the opposing decks because, yeah, as I said, like in Legacy, Phoenix is not a thing and has never been. So we'll see. It's like you're dirtling around, you're drawing some cards, but in the end you're just having some free twos that fly and haste in there. Might not be enough. Looks like there's no more time walking to be done. Maybe they only play 2. Yeah, I wonder what they got with the demonic tutor. Maybe another ring? I don't know. STP is also one of the better cards against Phoenix. I think that actually might be the big reason, because this, I don't know if you know, but this is like one of the most played cards in Legacy. And of course, it's rather good against the good old 3-2. Yeah. They might have Bowmaster Reno here. Lightning Bolt, I guess. So I have 3 more bolts in my deck, by the way. No, I don't. One is in the grave already. But yeah, I killed off the DRC. The Death Rat, I mean. DRS. DRC and DRS. Okay. How do I start? Yeah. I could go DRC, Brainstorm. I could go DRC, and then cast a bunch of things. Maybe that's best, yeah. I just need to have Broken Turn here, which I can have. So I have Sorcery Land, okay. If they have Bowmaster, I can respond with Lightning Axe. Discarding Phoenix, and that will be good. Yeah, that goes to the bottom. Oh, I need to hit some Phoenixes. That's interesting, actually, because if I draw Phoenixes, that will be good in my hand. If I draw them... I'm gonna bin it. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. It's a bit expensive here. Okay. I guess I just do this. It's way too narrow. It's like a bad stern scolding. It's terrible on the. I guess might need that for another Omnath. But I want to bin cards because I'm gonna cruise now. Right? Do they have Bowmaster? What's going on here? They don't have Bowmaster. They have Memory Lapse. Okay. Well, I guess. Jesus, the rope is getting me. Oh my god, and the rope is not stopping while I'm doing this. Jesus, and now I delved. No, because of the rope, I messed up with DLCs. Now they're like different size than I want them to be. Oh man, I'm just gonna bin it. I don't know. Like the rope is also just messing with me, man. I just don't have any time here. Oh gosh. Oh, unlucky. Seriously. Couldn't you be found with those DRCs? Seriously? Stupid.
A turn 2 Fable. Oh yeah, how we love that.
I'm at 17.
Fable.
There's one Phoenix.
This card
Yeah.
probably will get banned. This and Bowmaster.
Don't like my odds of winning this game. Let's just go face here.
Stuff that is not fair.
Wait, oh, they just played a ring. Oops. That's the second one they played, right? Oopsie. Yeah, I'm probably in a lock at this point.
The 1-mana
Like they just find another ring, or flicker the ring with Yorian. Up the beanstalk, yeah.
Dark Stick Shores. Not a 4-color deck or what? I mean, I guess what it could be in there.
Trust me,
Blood Crypt,
I have a plan.
I guess. I don't know, Steam Mint or something.
Trust me,
No, it's
you'll thank me later.
Sultai? Maybe it's Sultai. It could be anything at this point.
Just
I mean,
bounce the
Sultai-
ring. Protect your life total forever. I don't think I'm gonna beat that.
Sultai also
Let's just move on and get more games and like more interesting stuff in. Like I'm not gonna
can run really.
beat this drawing and playing rings over and over again.
Okay,
Okay.
Three cards in hand.
Oh.
I can discard this to make another mana.
Think the most cuttable card is interestingly enough. Like you can cut on Cruise, I think. It's like a reliant on the graveyard. That's cuttable. Swiftspear is cuttable.
Discard it.
And I guess
Well, you're actually missing
maybe in
one
this
card.
matchup, when they only give me
I'm
the
just a
Death
very-
Rite as a good
very
lightning bolt
guy.
target, I'm just gonna cut some bolts. I can also burn someone down with bolts.
To be honest with you.
Cut a Cruise. Cut an Iteration. Iteration is nice against hate, but I'm adding 2 expensive cards, so cutting 2 expensive cards makes sense. And Spell Pierce. Probably good against this opponent, right? Although I don't love the idea of keeping up mana. But yeah, it didn't look like my Swiftspear is going to do much work. Maybe I just trim down a little bit on those.
Still no lands.
And I think I have to get rid of some of these removals. Play a little bit of a longer game. I don't know about the Braid. Could be good, could not be good.
Death Rite Shape.
A little bit of a mix of everything. And I have Blood Moon, so maybe I could catch him off guard.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear. After, I don't know.
Sure.
5 6 days of time with that. Death Rite Shaman is the king of 1-drops.
Sliding with my hands. Consider, yes please. You are considered. Opponent has the ring even on their
That maybe settles the debate because
thingy here. Research Thicket,
you know,
okay.
like Ragavan and Shaman were never in the same.
Consider is the start, I guess, or I could go
See,
Fetch
that's
Island
right.
instead of
That's right,
that.
As I said in the intro.
In my deck a little bit.
I crafted it up to be-
So all I want is to find phoenixes. I think this is a game. Not sure about that line.
honestly.
Not sure about that particular line.
They can take that away and drain me if they want.
Do I keep that? It bins one more card technically.
I could drain
I think
them.
I do. Yeah, that was not great perhaps because it would be normally a good play. Dreamroot Cascade. Oof, I'm doubtful about that mana based choice there. It would normally be a fine play. But I'm playing Blood Moon at this point, so I don't want. I don't necessarily want only non-basic lands. I want an island maybe. Yeah. So that wasn't great.
They haven't done a good play
Hmm.
in turn 3. I hope they don't play that shit.
I see.
They don't play any companions.
We're doing Phoenix things, huh?
They might have.
I think I'm gonna cruise first. Looking a little deeper.
Starting to think
Chuk, chuk, chuk. Chuk, 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 chuk.
Has Def, right? Has
I mean, of course they could have memory labs, and that would be a pain.
Row, Bowmaster.
Should I play around that somehow? I could loot first, try to find a spell pierce.
Could you not want from those?
Yeah, I already have. Like, there's only one. Look at that. Rewarded. There's only one more Phoenix in my deck. I shouldn't get too greedy, right? What do I discard? Maybe looting? Maybe lightning axe? Cruise? Probably not cruise. I think lightning axe can go. I have a bunch of more lightning axes in my deck, 3 more, right? So I can draw into it if I need to. Yeah, let's just cruise.
Why did I do that? Just drained them for 2. It was so unnecessary. Greed.
Let's get rid of
Greed,
a
Lord,
bunch of cards that are not graveyard related.
Greed. So freaking
Okay. Only lootings, only phoenixes. That's all I need. I have resolved. My opponent is defenseless. Now I just go island, brainstorm. Could have gone lightning bolt face, I guess. Which of these cards do I not want? Maybe a second channel. Put both these back. Put a cruise on top, I guess. Yeah. If they have containment priest, which they don't, they have STP, I guess. How many do you have? I'm gonna let one resolve. I could bolt my own guy, but I think that's a bit more than. How many do you have? Huh? You have one? Only one?
interesting build.
Another one?
Okay, but no second space.
Fragment reality, that's fine. That definitely fine. That fine. One doesn't seem to play Leyline Binding. If you're going all 5 colors, you should probably play a mana base that plays Leyline Binding. Interesting. That's not particularly good here.
The thing is, if they want to, make some life with Death, right?
Yeah, sure. Why is I'm so
Show
tired?
remorse. I'll show restraint.
Gaining life.
I've got you.
Okay.
Best case scenario.
Do I have? I don't have a Phoenix in a grave right now.
Rockstar might also deal some
One is
damage
2 are exiled now. Yeah.
and
Yeah, I'm just gonna cast another channeler. Cast Brainstorm. In this one. I hope they don't have Verdict. Oh, Blood Moon. Blood Moon's gotta be good, right?
no damage.
Hope they don't have Verdict. That would be awful. Land
Maybe they're gonna go up to 9.
and another DRC.
Poppy here, Poppy here.
Okay, shock myself.
It doesn't matter. They're gonna have to discard a card. Alright. Good. Yeah, and that's sort of, Shieldred is a very powerful card, especially when you play blue with Treasure Cruise and all that. Like, that's a really insane
I
combination.
think I just want to dig deeper
But
into my deck. I want to find, of course, more phoenixes, preferably, but also more islands, exactly. Discarding the Blood Moon would be a giveaway. Okay.
Demonic Tutor is good.
Just discard Lightning Bolt and what? Man, discarding Blood Moon would be a giveaway, but
10 cards.
maybe I have to because I really don't want the second copy, right? Discard Blood Moon and Lightning Bolt.
So they play
27 cards in my deck.
good old Ledger Shredder.
Really hope they don't have a sweeper here. That would make me sad.
Let's play 7.
We will meet
Like an uncounterable sweeper.
Damn it.
Like a Verdict.
What have I done to myself? Too many good cards. Oh, no.
Don't do it. Just play the ring. Oh. I mean, I'm getting everything I'm wishing for, to be fair.
Spells, huh? That's the
Alright, fine. I have a Blood Moon, so I hope that's enough. Maybe. Okay, let's see. Do I even want to play anything here, by the way? Do I just play Blood Moon Pass? Nah. Nah. The problem is they can still cast Ring. But they can cast Ring no matter what, I guess. I'm just gonna start with Treasure Cruise, I guess.
They only have Fatal Push as a good removal.
I'm losing all my threats. I don't have many left. I have no DRCs left, apparently. I have one more Phoenix
That is the problem.
and 2 more Swifties.
Doesn't have good target control, but still works very well against Mr.
Okay, more islands is good, I guess.
Can't really cut that. 15 seconds left.
Yeah, just play Blood Moon and chill. Oh, oops. Okay. They found an island.
I probably should
So. Blue-red deck now.
some expensive.
Okay, no second land. No sixth land, I guess. That's good for me. The ring resolving there, that would not have been good for me. Expressive Iteration. Okay, baby, we're talking.
Although
Give me the Sleight of Hand,
games
please.
will go long and it does kill them for me. It does kill some wacky.
They can still ring me, I mean. Buy themselves time that way. There's a Swifty.
I could start fetching for Blood Moon.
I'm gonna discard lands. Oops.
It might make them, you know.
So I've cast 3 spells, so I don't need to cast. Oh my god, I didn't discard the Phoenix. Oh, so awful. Wow.
Delta is also not probably
What just happened? Okay, we'll move on from that. Never, you didn't see that. Never happened. That never happened. Oh, yeah. I was in a value mode. In the value mode, I just wanted to get rid of those lands. I didn't need those lands anymore, you know? What am I saying? I mean, my opponent's Blood Moon. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna win. So, don't care what you think. 13 life. I have 13 cards, 16 cards left in my library. I'm just gonna hardcast this at this point. I have more spell pierces still. Wait, I have a Swiftspear. How much damage can I deal? Yeah. I guess I want to deal the max damage because I have Swiftspear. Let's start to consider then.
Kind of has everything you want to have.
I like me a damage spell. Okay, guys, I learned my lesson. Phoenix in the bin. My opponent never will know that I made that mistake, I guess.
So if I'd be playing Sultai,
That's the good part.
Brainstorm is away at some point.
And that's 10 damage. Okay, Blood Moon, someone out of the game. Check! Oh man, what was that? Okay. I guess Young Pyromancer could be okay, but like the verdict, I mean, that hit. Yeah, the verdict got me good. So they're just playing a blue-white control deck with Omnath and Time Warp as the kill condition, I guess. And not going for Leyline Binding, and the mana base is not made for this format, I must say, but could be a budget decision, to be fair. Could be a budget decision.
Happy
Cutting a Treasure Cruise. And if they don't have any graveyard, exiling. They also don't seem to have Bowmaster. Right, like when I started Deathrite, I thought there would be more of a 4-color deck, but I don't know what's going on here. Like playing Deathrite and Supreme Verdict in the same deck. It's honestly weird. This is not normal, I'd say.
Just a it's tiny.
The spell pierce look good. Yeah, just play more of that. Lightning eggs.
I mean, if they had a cruise here,
Shredderino.
Onoro,
Maybe the Swiftspear is just unnecessary, but
Onoko,
as you saw there, like they just kill all my things, and then they just exile everything. Young Peasy is a threat in itself, but it also gets just killed on side by STP, so I have to play it on like turn 4, make some tokens. Super slow, you
Why would
know.
you need to play Ragavan and DRC?
I'll try the Peasy, but I'm not sure about it. I guess Iconoclast does get triggered off Blood Moon.
What do we fetch here?
So maybe Iconoclast is technically better in this deck because it has that.
And how do we fetch it?
Iconoclast gets hit by Rending Volley though. But Rending Volley is... Nobody plays Rending Volley, so that doesn't matter. But it does get hit by Mystic Dispute. And that,
The off-color fetch land.
compared to Young Pyromancer. That card definitely will get boarded in against someone who's playing Expressive Iteration and then Treasure Cruise like I am.
Complicated. What do
The
you
opponent's
fetch?
deep in the tank here on the sideboarding.
Just do it. Just a 1/2. And that's why you play 7 discard spells, so you put like 2 cards onto a 1/2 with the graveyard so big. Or your opponent helps you with that. That's also fine.
Alright, here we go. Game number 3.
At some point it will
Can the
be
Phoenix deck
but-
prevail against the powerful timeless cards? I can work with this.
No, it's a free fall already. Definitely Chairman keeps the Golf a little bit in check, to be fair.
Memory Labs, right, on my radar. No.
Bubbly. Oh, that's even bigger. Bigger Golf. Thank you with that. Looks like we're just playing
There's
Grixis
Blood Moon
Shadow
again.
Or some Grixis, whatever. I think Shadow makes some.
No fetch land is
Foam
very
makes it.
sad.
Life total goes
Very
so
sad
low.
indeed.
Like the next Shadow.
Yeah, I mean, does it really matter what I put back?
Probably have 4 Deathrite, 4 Shadow.
I do have the Blood Moon though, so maybe we can cheese.
4 Bowmaster.
Cheese this game out again.
And that's that. Maybe
Ooh, no
even
land.
DRC or
I think I'm just like, this is a waste of a Brainstorm, of course, but I just need to dig deeper into my deck. Just put cards into my bin.
cracking the bauble there. Maybe a bit.
That's the
aggressive.
plan here.
I have to.
Okay. So I think
Attacking with this is
just
not a good idea.
what am I doing? I think I'm just gonna cast.
They have to start jump blocking.
I don't think I'm gonna do this.
These Carnivores.
I think I'm just gonna cast
Pretty happy about that outcome. And shock is
Brainstorm and then Looting and then Treasure Cruise.
The mana bases are so painful in this format. Oh, okay. Never
That
mind.
doesn't matter. I mean, they're gonna exile my Phoenix, unfortunately, right?
Get a forest here.
But it'd be like that. This time I'm not gonna not
I don't
discard
want
it.
to have this response to the fetch, so
Maybe Spirebluff Canal.
I won't get the drain here.
I also actually have to discard a card if I do this.
Draining them right now decreases
Maybe just
the
lightning bolt their
counter.
face instead.
We'll see. Maybe.
Don't want to discard a card necessarily.
Another fetch.
I think cruising is better though, just digging deeper into my deck.
Maybe you should just run Blood Moon in your deck these days. It's just every deck dies to it.
I don't know, this was an interesting turn. I really don't know how you should have played that. Like, they're just gonna STP this. Oh wow. I mean, that's not bad for me.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the drain route. I have
I hate the tap land, so I'm gonna ditch it, even though I need a 4th land at some point, but I'm gonna go into it somehow. I feel like they don't have a counter spell, right? But on the other hand, I just don't wanna
another kill
I don't wanna play my Blood Moon into open mana like that. It's the most powerful weapon.
That's nice.
Let's dig a little deeper. I also wanna have a second island, preferably, before I play the moon. So let's find ourselves a fetchy. I think that's just too much gas. I don't need that much gas, so that's gonna go. Second Blood Moon.
Yeah.
I would like to find a Spell Pierce.
I can keep this small technically. I can let him attack and then make.
Just gotta ask the universe for it, guys. You just gotta ask the universe for it. Okay, so I have
Right, like
these
have
two
to
types.
attack
If I put an
or
instant there and a
block.
creature, we're good to go with the DRC.
so
I don't want to put the creature there, but I might want to put a Lightning Bolt and a Blood Moon there, right?
when they have an instant.
Let's do that.
So Fawnsys. And yeah, be happy.
I could have looted again.
So I
I could have actually cruised again. Why am I not doing that?
I do not have a
Yeah,
source
that was a
of
bit
it,
hasty there.
since the guy for the shrink.
I think that's okay.
Instead of one removal for the golf, this
I don't know. What am I doing?
one more fatal
Just
push.
chilling. I should have. I don't know what I should have done there. Maybe cast another looting.
Or a shadow.
It keeps up 2 mana all the time. It annoys me. But now I have Spell Pierce. I mean, now I'm gonna go for the Blood Moon. Ah, okay. I'm gonna counter that.
Hologan's command seems like such a good card on the format too. Like, I got kind of down with the micro version, but that was an initial version. And I only played like 3-4.
Should I use my... Yeah.
A little bit of tuning for that deck, but also Red has some really
I could also play like Pyromancer and make a bunch of tokens this turn, but I'm worried about the ring resolving mainly. That would be honestly not great, but it'd be like that. It'd be like that sometimes. I should still be in a pretty good position, even against the ring. Okay, there's another island.
winning though. Right now, at least.
I think I'm gonna consider maybe. Oh, that goes to the bin. So oh, there's the island anyways.
Brainstorm, look at the top 3.
Could get Phoenix back now, but no, I'm just gonna cast Platform.
Find the bit of
Oh, you got some nice mountains over there. There's the ring. Oh, they're 20 life. If they just chain rings into each other.
Oh no, not a creature. Oh, never mind. So they have 2 things. Ah, damn it. So I should have actually got.
Just gonna try to build a big board here. Can't deal them damage, so that I didn't go for hasty boys.
They didn't find anything.
Um,
They cannot attack the shadow, but if they found something, they can attack the shadow, of course.
Down to 8 minutes, man. I did a lot of thinking. Thinking and explaining and talking and thinking and doing. Okay. Okay. Not even a land drop. How much damage can I deal? I have 6. Oh, hi. Hey, buddy. No. You and you.
4 damage here with the shaman.
Expressive Iteration.
I mean, that means that Brainstorm is terrible.
That stays. That goes into my hands.
Good old mana dog.
That goes in a graveyard. Can you see how ridiculous this deck can be, right? Like, it's just,
Yeah, cut's fine. Cut's fine.
it's just crazy. So let's make sure that we don't exile any Phoenixes.
You had a fetch
And make sure that we don't get rid of our precious Delirium.
in the end.
Yeah, you can go.
You're in trouble. Like if you don't
And,
bounce it at Jegantha, then you kind of need 2 rings
Yes.
to survive. And that's impossible. So I kind of get it.
I guess consider. So I'm playing a Lightning Bolt this turn. I don't really know that I have to, but still have Delirium. Oh, I only have Delirium because there's all the creatures in the bin. Yeah. So do I have lethal? I don't think so. It's 5 plus 9. No, it's 6. It's 18. Well, then you die to the ring, so I guess it's lethal. It is lethal. And I have not decked myself either. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of degenerate. It's kind of degenerate. A lot of it. It's like turn 8 or whatever, so it's not the fastest deck ever. Okay, opponent is done. Alright, a W. Alright. Okay. Let's see. Maybe there's something to this.
Both Polluted Delta and
No draw.
you have 8 lands that fetch.
Not the greatest hand ever. If they have Thoughtseize for my looting, I'm certainly looking a little sad, but I think overall this sort of has what you want. It has a 1-mana removal, and yeah, just a little bit of everything. Flooded Strand. I'm certainly gonna do something. The question is, do I want to loot or do I want to Swifty? Probably just Swifty, right? So far, it hasn't impressed all that much, but we'll see. I mean, it just always eats that removal spell, right? But it's still a 1-mana card, so trading a 1-drop for a removal ain't that bad. And then the matchups where you have to be fast can be very good, but I guess there's not many matchups where you have fast, are there? There's just matchups where you grind, and is Swiftspear the best option for grinding? Not so much. I wish I had more cantrips. I'm just gonna lightning bolt that face maybe. The thing is, I just need to get cards in my grave for these cruises. They have a death counter spell clearly. They're countering the lightning bolt, they're memory lapsing it. They're countering it! You should have countered that Faithless Looting. I mean, seriously, like, seriously. It's kind of good to counter Faithless Looting against Phoenix sometimes. Well, yeah, put more cards into my graveyard. I like that. Okay, I think they have another counter spell though, which makes me a little sad. The way they fetched there and kept up the double blue. I'm just gonna loot. Yeah, pretty sure they have another counter spell. Yeah, 100% actually. Like they don't have priority during the attack and stuff. They only have priority when I put things on the stack.
The only green card I have left in my deck, funnily enough, is
They're waiting for me to cast this, and I'm not gonna give them the pleasure of countering that. Huh.
I think it's just better to like I have two.
If I can get my Phoenixes back, I'm happy. This threatens to get my Phoenixes back, right? Because if I have a untapped land here, there I can just cast this, and then so there might be.
That's funny. Make a video on Grixis Shadow.
They might want to, but they're not going to apparently. I was going to say they might want to
Black mid-range matchup, which
attack with that. They don't want to. So if I hit an untapped land here, I'm gonna get 2 Phoenixes back. Rest assured. That would be game winning. Very likely. If I hit the untapped land. Treasure Cruise, pretty good card to have on top of your deck.
This was important as well because the one way I lose this game is if they have like 1 or 2 shadows,
Take the gamble or don't take the gamble. So if this is 12 cards in the bin. If I cruise next turn, exiling 7, I go down to 5. 2 of them are Phoenix, so basically 3. I put 1 more in the bin with the channel at 4. The cruise itself, that will be counted as 5. So then I would need to tap 3 mana to get my Phoenixes back anyhow. I think I'm taking the gamble. Didn't work out. But that's okay. That's okay. If I hit spells in this scenario, that means maybe next turn I can, chain again the 3 spells, because they're always going to keep the counter spell for my Treasure Cruise.
I like it. I love it.
Okay, it's some sort of Grixis control deck with Thoughtseize and counterspell and extra.
I think I'm not gonna play the land.
Seems kind of.
Seems to be a game that's gonna get grindy.
Yeah.
And I don't have
In a deck like that, what is it gonna do game 1 against Phoenix coming back? There's no chance against me, right? Like I'm just playing a bunch of lightning, like throwing lightning bolts at you. Lightning bolt on a stick. Okay, so opponent has Swamp Island this game. They fetched carefully. I wonder how good Blood Moon is against them. Also, they play Counterspell. Blood Moon is the most expensive card in my deck besides Jegantha. It's kind of easy to counter that. They should play Bowmaster too, right? Theoretically. I'm ditching the Swifty here on the draw. It did deal a lot of damage, to be fair, but I want to bring in some variety. Some more powerful threats, essentially. And I'm gonna cut some removal. Maybe Bolt and an Axe.
Everybody into shadow.
Wonder about these Abrades. I don't know what stuff they have. I should just bring one in the dark at least. Probably play Bowmaster, so bring in a dual shot.
Actually, is it a punt? No, it's actually smart, right? Because if they top deck Ragavan, then I have a blocker for it, and this way I dealt 1 damage for free because my guy would die anyway.
I don't know. This looks so random.
Oh, this is beautiful, and it also completely.
I'd be curious to hear how you would sideboard, if you don't mind telling me. I guess it's not easy for me, even though as
This is just the most disgusting Hitsuga consumes all.
lots of various options.
Seems good.
Yeah.
God damn it. And yeah, you can play this card, which is probably a really, really strong card in this format, all things considered. Also gets rid of the Bowmaster. So you can like use a removal on the Bowmaster and then have to have other shit. You can then play Hitsugo and then wipe everything. So you sort of deal with, you know, you still 1-for-1 yourself because you still had to use a Bowmaster, like a kill spell, like a push or heat on the Bowmaster.
Have something.
At least you're gonna get rid of the other stuff. Maybe makes this as a more, even more, like also that it deals with lures. It just seems to.
Because they have something, I'm gonna play the Shredder, because I don't want them to play
First chapter.
Bowmaster here. I want them to use a counter spell. That's fine.
Perfect, honestly. And like these lure decks are not playing many 2-drops, right? Like difficult to play Tarmogoyf with lures. So the only 2-drop they have is Bowmaster, and then yeah, sure, keep the one on the That is sick. That was sick. That was a good learning. Trespasser was weird. It was kind of great this game, but
I'm not gonna take the Consider here.
because they just cast Expressive Iteration over and over again, they were able to sort of
They're
play that
bluffing,
game,
maybe,
but it
or maybe
kind of
not.
gave me nonetheless a way to
Yeah.
fight that card. Like imagine they would have had Kodan's command in hand right now, or what else did they discard? I don't know. They discarded Stern Scolding, you know. Maybe they would have been able to counter this Deathrite Chime. They would have had the Kodan's command to do another thing. And we got a little bit of their graveyard.
Do I want to consider?
I mean, Go Blank is a lot more effective in that regard, but hey, I think it was
Could also just Lightning Bolt that.
it sort of performed like I expected it to. It didn't always perform though, so it stays on the watch list.
Imagine I had a dual shot right here. Wouldn't that be nice?
That was jumping range. Yeah. After this video, I'm starting to think.
Could have gotten an island. Like, I think I need to get Steamers anyways this game because I need like
For the mid-range.
a lot of red for this to work.
And yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Okie dokie. Let's start by doing this. Good start. I need this looting to resolve. Do I? I actually don't. I already have 1 Phoenix in the bin, and I have an axe for this. Maybe I can bait them into countering the looting. No. Don't seem to have another Bomi. Churneler. Okay, 2-0. Yeah, I mean, you gotta put yourself in the shoes of my opponent there. They're sitting on like Fatal Push and like Memory Lapse and counter spells, maybe a Snappy. They have to run against someone who's drawing up to 7 cards every turn and just throwing Phoenixes at you. Yeah, I get it. I get the concession. I get it. It's gonna be a difficult matchup. And I mean, when everybody plays these fair decks, as this format is seemingly what it is right now, doing something degenerate that's like hard to interact with could be good. So Phoenix might be the solution for a little bit. I don't know. I'm skeptical, to be fair, but hey, looking fine so far. Play first. Yes. Going with the Dragon Rage first, I guess. What I like about the Swiftspear also is that it has haste. So even in the longer game, like with this deck, you always have cards in it. You always have spells. And then in the longer game, when you play Shredder or something like that, it won't have an immediate effect, right? Yeah, sure, you will get to loot one card, but whatever. This deck draws infinite cards. It doesn't need that loot. In Pioneer, you really need Shredder because you need that loot. I'm not saying Shredder is otherwise a bad card. It's a great card. Also, all things considered, it grows, it's big, it's annoying. But yeah, Swiftspear just hasting in there later on when you find it is pretty nice, I think. I'm just gonna... I don't know. Probably just start with Brainstorm here, to be fair, because I really want to shuffle bad cards away. My hand is kind of sus right now. Another Swiftspear. That's really Swiftspear game. Opponent mulligan and played a Blightsteep Pathway, so I think I'm playing in some sort of red-black mid-range deck. No Luris, no Jegantha, probably Shieldred, Ring kind of stuff. What do I want to shuffle back? Maybe a Swiftie. I hope I don't get Blood Moon. No, I'm gonna be fine if I get Blood Moon here. I could grow my guy with the looting, or I could play Swiftie. I think I just grow my guy, it's more damage. Nope. Okay. So I go up to 7 cards. Thinking about discarding this. Could also discard the Lightning Axe. What creatures could they? I mean, they could have Bowmaster, right? Alright, fine. Yeah, it's also very good to get this up to 3/3 against Bowmaster, of course. Oh, okay. Oh, goblins. Yeah. Whoa. Don't autopay me. No. Maybe. Actually, you know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kill this. I don't want to exile the looting. Nope. It is a goblin. It's a Krenko. So another degenerate deck, goblins, tries to ramp into Muxus. So we'll see how that pans out, I guess. Probably rather leave a land than an instant, I guess. Land, creature, sorcery right now. Yeah, seems good. Get another Dragon Rage Channeler trigger and another Prowess trigger. Baby, let's go. We hit the instant. Dealing 2 more. Nice. Nice. This was turn 3. How many game interactions happened already? Jesus. Feels like it's turn 6. So I have looting, I have Channeler. I guess I'm gonna play Channeler and then just start this. Maybe a shuffle first. Spin my deck even more. I really want to just find looting or lightning axe, I guess. Nope. Channeler digs so deep into your deck. I love it. I mean, I guess, yeah. I already have 9 cards again in the graveyard. Jesus. Although one thing to consider is that we'll be making these smaller. Should I attack first? I could fight lightning axe or looting. I'm too greedy. I'm too greedy to attack first. I was born greedy. I was molded by the greed. I am greed in person. Might actually... How many instants do I have in my deck? How many lands do I have in my deck? I have 8 lands left and I have more instants left. Way more instants. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this away and leave land. Land, creature, and with the treasure cruise I'm gonna have sorcery. And then I just need to find an instant in the top 2 and I have 2 more damage. That I will draw. Don't need to kill any of these. Is this my only Phoenix I've found so far? Crazy. So unlucky. What an unfortunate draw I'm having here. Only one Phoenix in the top 32. Huh? What happened? Oh, opponent conceded? I only had one Phoenix in the top 32 cards. I was so unlucky. Seriously, guys. Dual shot. Randomly comes in against the Goblin opponent. Call me 5-head. Swiftspear, I think, because I'm playing against a deck with ground creatures and ground chump blockers, not the greatest idea. And also Swiftspear is a bit worse on the draw. Shredder, on the other hand, flies in, kills in the air. But the Goblin deck is also a deck that I think will have some artifact gradient action, so I do want that one. Iteration sometimes feels too slow to me. Maybe I'd rather have Shredder. I don't know. It's like you almost don't have time for that card. Maybe you don't even play it. I don't know. It's nice also that it goes around. Good old Bowmaster, which is just so important to have. Like when you don't have that removal, when they went like Inquisition, take your Lightning Bolt, and then they have the Bowmaster, it's nice to have a spell that can dig you into more removal and that doesn't, draw you cards effectively. Okay, Goblin opponent. I thought about Goblin a little bit today actually, but I didn't see much reason why it would be good in this format. It's barely good enough for Historic, right? Like it's like tier 2 in Historic, so I don't think it receives anything in this format that it didn't have in Historic before. So I mean, Lightning Bolt is a red card, but you're not getting much better because of Lightning Bolt or whatever. Right, I mean, this hand's fine. This hand's fine. Cavern of Souls, sure. Ba, 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 ba. This might be the best Lightning Bolt deck I've played so far. What, did I put Orc? No. Would be funny, right? Put it on Orc, just bluff it. Do I keep a Brainstorm here? I think so. It's like, Brainstorm's pretty good in the dark. When you don't have, like my hand is just removal and a consider. I think it's happy to have a Brainstorm added to it. What you gonna get now? They just need ramp and ramp into that big boy. Muxus and then kill me with it. Muxus is the busted card, but it costs 6 mana. I guess Dark Ritual does the trick, huh? Maybe they're just playing Dark Ritual? Yeah. Maybe that's what's going on. But getting a ringleader is, I don't know about that. Kinda nice. Some more flying power. Do I want more of that? I don't know. I just want to find Phoenixes. Good decision. Good decision, Arne. Very well played. Dual shot, my friend. a cruise. Lightning bolt face. Perfect. 5 damage in the air. Next turn I can cruise. I have a bunch of removal. Hopefully that's enough. Hopefully that's enough. It's certainly going to be enough against like a goblin ringleader, but next turn if they muxes me, you can like instant speed kill off the goblin that gives haste to everything. That could work, but if they have like a Skirk Prospector and find a Krenko, then they can make a bazillion goblins, so I don't know. We'll see. But having like all these red cards in my hand is... Oh, wow, what the heck? What's going on? I have no clue. Is there a flash? There's like Munition Expert, right? 2 mana, 1/1 goblin, flash. Maybe that's what they have. Okay, so they're trying to kill this. I can do a shot in response then. I could technically find lethal here. I'm not through a munitions expert, I guess. Maybe I should have played this a little bit slower. I don't know. Maybe I should have kept up more removal because like my clock's not changing. I'm good at this. I'm good at this. Now I have to play a card to get the Phoenix back. I guess I don't want to do that. I have lethal likely next turn anyways. Dual shot! Okay. I take it. You get a 7. You gotta kill me this turn. Good luck. No board. No nothing. Dark Ritual into Muxus, I guess. You have it? I wonder if I should have played this safer. I don't know. Like, just keep up the lightning axe, you know, don't even play the cruise. I think it was too much because in the end I didn't even get the Phoenix back. I knew they had removal. I was like, obviously they have removal, right? Yeah. I think that was just not the right play. Just keep up more removal and then you're safer against Muxus because ultimately it's a creature combo deck. If you disrupt their creature, they're gonna lose. I was unnecessarily greedy here for no reason. And yeah, I did win this game, but it's still important to point out my mistakes. Yeah. Okay, I mean, cruising through so far. Played against a bit of a weird opponent with that Yorion deck, to be fair. Didn't look that competitive of a deck. This Goblin deck also, sorry to say, doesn't look all that competitive. You know, so we had a little bit of an easier time here, but we saw it against like a Grixis, good cards type of deck. And this is exactly where, you know, an unfair deck like Phoenix, no graveyard interaction comes into play, will be pretty strong. So as long as people are not playing Rest in Peace, Leyline of the Void, you're going to be having a good time. It's like from playing Phoenix in the past, these one-shot graveyard effects, like Thomas Crypt, Unlicensed Hers, they are beatable. They're very much beatable. They're either too slow or they're just one-shot and you just like lose one Phoenix, but you have 4 in your deck, right? And you lose 1, you still have 3 to find, and then you go off afterwards, you slow roll some of your spells. So that's definitely doable. The really annoying ones are the permanent ones that you cannot deal with. which you could play Brazen Borrower for. So like, if it comes to that, you know, at some point, like you could anti the Leyline of the Voids, etc. with like bounce options. But we're not at that place yet. We're right. I haven't really seen much Leylines, so yeah, this deck could go off. And I think it's fairly cheap to build as well. Like if you look at the deck, I mean, there's Bolt as a rare, Brainstorm as a rare, the lands of course, but the lands you need for everything, and then just Phoenix as a mythic, and I think mostly uncommons and commons. Funnily enough, didn't return Jegantha one single time. Yeah, could be unnecessary. If there's a good reason to play a card that has like double pips, I'll ditch the Jegantha instantly. It's not that necessary, I think. It's gonna come up, but rarely. Alright, that's it for Is It Phoenix in Timeless. Hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed producing it, and I see you in the next one.